Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Lewis, coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studios. And with me, as always, is June Liu. How you doing, June?
Good. So happy. Well, when we publish this, it won't be President's Day, but happy President's Day.
Yeah, the data recording is good enough. So today we are talking about the Drew Estate Undercrown Sun-Grown Corona. The cigar is 5.62 inches by 46 ring gauge. Comes out of the La Gran Fabrica Drew Estate factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Sumatra sun-grown. Binder is Connecticut River Valley stock cut and cured sun-grown Habano, and the filler is from Nicaragua. It's blended by Willie Herrera. Price point is $8.20, and the cigar was released in September of 2017. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your smoking experience like?
So within something like this, when I first lit it, I realized that it's one of those like Corona cigars where I kind of hope, like when I typically say, "Hey, I wonder what a thinner ring gauge will smoke like,"
Right.
and I think I'm gonna like it better. I think this is definitely one of those that hits the spot. So what I meant by that was like the thicker ring gauge of these ones that I had. It wasn't really my cup of tea. I mean, it was okay. It was okay to slash good, but I think this one really fit the bill for me. So kind of uh, as hoped for, this was it was just a heavier flavor, deeper flavor experience for me. So right off the bat, just really nice heavier black pepper in it. But that black pepper, although it was pretty heavy and a little strong, it was really combated by like really well combated by a natural sweetness that I got from like your typical like something that's like really nutty and creamy and just naturally sweet from like a dry nuttiness. Um, Fine grit earthiness, a little bit of a barnyard coming through. When you retrohale, that your nose gets a little more stinged up by that black pepper as well, and that roasted nuttiness also deepens. Finish, fine gritty earth, cedar, a little bit of a lingering black pepper on that rear palate. Strength and body started medium, but it kind of within the second third it progressed to like a medium full. So that was it basically had that same profile, except that one I think important thing to note is within the second third that spice and sweetness really amped up on both, such that the flavors was just like so much more distinct, fuller, and it was top notch. I dug it. In terms of construction, the burn had issues. I was looking back at my pig review of this sun-grown Undercrown, and I kind of wrote about the same thing. So two relights, first and second third. The cigar really had a hard time, staying lit. So I had to draw on it pretty frequently for the risk of it, going out. So that was a bit of a bummer. Other than that, I mean, ashes are pretty tight, pretty even, cool burn. So in terms of draw, I rated it perfect. I mean, it was uh, it was effortless. It had good amount of resistance, so no issues there. But that the burn was a real letdown.
Yeah. The cigar for me started out with like a heavy wood and kind of an equally heavy baking spice to it. The baking spice kind of mellowed out as the cigar went along. And kind of towards the end of that first third, the wood gained a little bit of a char, and that the strength was kind of at a medium level. In the second third, a little bit of bitterness joined in, along with that charred wood and that baking spice. And that baking spice kind of left the retrohale early on, and it was kind of just like a slightly dry wood note that I was getting. A little further in, a little bit of cream joined in. That kind of kept going with that charred wood note and a little bit of baking spice. The profile was a little bit drying there as well, and strength kind of remained at medium through that second third. Final third, a little bit of kind of bitterness returned to that profile. A little bit of mustiness made its way in as well. Um, Still kind of a higher level of dryness that was coming in, so it just kind of just got drier as the cigar went along. And then as the cigar was coming to a close, things kind of heated up a little bit, got a little bit of mintiness, and the strength moved up to just slightly above medium, so it's not really a big deal. In regards to the burn, just a little bit wavy for me. Didn't need any attention though. Ash held on the inch and a quarter increments, and I thought the draw was perfect, just like you did. Just the right amount of resistance that I prefer. So overall, what were your thoughts on the cigar?
I dug it. I mean, I think the Undercrown Sungrown came in like 7 or 8 different vitolas, so quite a bit. I probably so far had like half of that. So, including this one, I've had the Pig, I've had the Grand Toro. Now that I think about it, I think I had the Robusto as well, or like a Robusto-ish size. And this is definitely the best one. And this is just, I would go out and smoke more of happily. So for me, it was just great in the sense that it was really flavorful, full flavored, with a little bit of a strength to match as well. So in that sense, it was very fitting, like flavors match, and like especially that pepper matched that strength, which I appreciated and I dug. Only letdown, like I was talking about, was the burn. I mean, it's hard to sometimes enjoy a cigar, especially nowadays where there's so many good constructed cigars, to have something that doesn't burn so well. But it's for the flavors and what it gave off. I could deal with the pesky burn.
Yeah, this was the second Vitola that we reviewed from the Sungrown. We reviewed the Flying Pig initially. I was looking forward in that review. Actually wrote that I was looking forward to smoking a Parejo size of this line because I really enjoyed some nice flavors when the Pig first started when it was in that smaller ring gauge. And so this Corona size, I was really hoping I was going to get kind of some of those focus flavors throughout the whole cigar. That wasn't really the case with this one. I mean, it was really just kind of a wood-focused cigar, a little bit of baking spice, kind of unbalanced flavors for me. Construction is great, so no really complaints here. But I think I'd still go back to that Flying Pig. It provided some nice flavors at least at the beginning that I really enjoyed. And I just didn't get some of those more concentrated flavors for here. So it was okay. But I don't think I had as great of an experience as you. In regards to the scores, you gave it a 7.12 and I gave it a 6 even. How do you think that matches up with your experience?
It matched well. I mean, before this taping, I think you were telling me that this hits my top 25, and within just as we go through a list of our top list, we go inception to date. So this definitely what is up there for me, and it's very fitting. I mean, I think flavors were spot on. If the construction was any better, it would help the score that much more.
Right.
But yeah, it's 712 is good.
It'll probably do pretty well on your value list as well, I think, because the price point's fairly nice already 20, so it'll do
For
pretty well.
sure.
Yeah, my score matches up with mine. I mean, it was overall pretty much an average cigar for me. I rated it good in flavor for the first third. Rather than that, it was just average. Construction was great, so that helps it out a little bit, but it gets right to that six even mark. I'll still smoke a couple of other Vitolas in this line, but so far the line, I know a lot of people are raving about the cigar. So far it hasn't done anything for me. So maybe it just doesn't hit for me, or maybe I just haven't found the right Vitola yet. But I'll keep trying at it. So, any other final thoughts from you on this cigar?
It's kind of funny when you were talking about the Pig being your favorite, and because you felt like the flavors worked more and it was more focused and fuller and all that. I say the exact opposite. I was
Yeah.
really hoping that the Pig would be the knockout home run for me, but this is it for me. So
Yeah, and typically that's the case. I mean, typically a smaller ring gauge is going to provide more focused flavors for me. It was just a little bit the opposite. So I don't know. All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us, but also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Be sure to follow us on all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. And you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.